In our video for today, I will be sharing to you how to use my single item randomizer. So this is useful for exams containing terms or those containing computational problems. Now we have here our question bank. This serves as our database. So we have a column for the accompanying figures, the question, then we have our correct answer, and then choice 2 up to 4. Now in column W, we can indicate the type of item. Just click on the drop-down button. So we have concept, terms. Just click the category according to the nature of the problem. So we also have an item counter for the running total number of items. So for example, these two are computation, this is concept. They will be counted in this column. So for these 20 items that are checked, right here. By the way, the checkbox will give you control on what items to include. So there are 2 problems involving concepts, then 6 problems containing terms, then 9 problems that are computational. So it will be registered here. So for example, I will check this one. This is computation. So 1 will be added in this column. So this is now 10 instead of 9. And then if you will change this one, for example, this is a conceptual question. Click on this and then this will also change. And then if you will include all of the items, by the way, to check this faster, just press down then space if you want to check. So we have a total of 26 items. And then in our item counter, it will be registered. Now, by the way, this was not checked. So now this will be 26. So the purpose of the checkbox is to create variations of the same problem. So usually, when making 2 sets of exams, you want the questions to be different. So we have our variations here. Item 15 and item 24 are similar problems, but with different requirements. So here, we want to find the stress in the steel rod, but for this one, we want the stress in the bronze rod. So if you're making the exam for 1 set, you can uncheck this one so that only this item will be registered. And then when making the other set, uncheck this one, then check the other one. You will now be able to make variations of the same problem. Now in this sheet, we have our extract questions. So this is dragged down indefinitely so that the program will be as flexible as possible. And then finally, just click this PS exam format. Then we already have our questionnaire. So just copy this one, then paste onto Word. So this usually works for portrait orientations. For landscape orientations, you can increase the number of columns. But if the words don't fit, then you can just adjust the paper size. So once you copy, it will randomize the choices as well as the order of items. So here we have 25 items. And then you can just adjust the pictures. So this program is also made so that the figures will come together with the question. So you may just adjust the size. And then this is already your set A, for example. And then click on the file, press F9 to recalculate. It will automatically randomize. So copy, then this is for your second set. So you can press enter. Then copy here. The choices will be randomized. And then according to the checked items, it will only extract those that are included. So as you will notice, there is less space on the right. So what you can do is you can adjust the column size. So to adjust the size, select all, then format. Then for the column width, just input 80 if you don't want any text to be excluded. So click on paste. Then this is now your test format. So I would suggest to use 80 as the column width. And then just don't modify this one. Then on the last sheet, we have our answer key for numbers 1 to 25. Now for now, the answer key only contains the actual answers. But we could modify this so that it will extract only the letter. But maybe in the future. So you can add more questions, then just check this one. So you can add more problems. Now, the more items you have in the question bank, the better. Because you can just check all the items, and then in your exam format, just copy the number of items you want. So you can extract a specific number of questions. So usually, For CE board exam subjects, this is ideal for MSKC items. Now how about for PSAD? We know that in PSAD, we usually have situations, and then each situation has 3 sub-questions. So for PSAD exams, we also have another program. So here we have our question bank. You can define the situation in column D, and then we have our question 1, question 2, and question 3. So input the sub-questions, then we have our choices in the following columns. Now you can hide all the unnecessary columns. You only have to input up to column I, which contains the third choice. So for the PSAD randomizer, you can check the situation which you want to include. So if this is unchecked, it will be excluded in the exam format. So in total, we have 10 situations, 1 was unchecked, so 9 multiplied by 3 is 27. So in your exam format, we would have 27 items. But if we will check situation 2, click on exam format, this will become 30 items. So just adjust this according to the number of items in your exam. So as an example, we can copy this. We have 30 items. So copy, and then let's just remove this one. Paste. Then you now have your test. By the way, the following questions are taken from CIKCC2. These are our exams from Engineer Digoma. So we have the figures and then the following questions. So you can manually change the size of the images if you want to save space. But ultimately, the better use of this program is to create exams that could be taken online. So as of now, this problem bank is only up to 250 situations. So 250 multiplied by 3, we have 750 items. But if ever you need to increase the number of items, then you can just drag down all of the columns for these columns. And then also drag down for these columns, since all of them contain formulas. Now one thing to note is that since this is only up to 250 situations, if you would have to change the number of items, for example, you already have 1,000 problems in your database, just click on this sheet, situation extraction, and then manually change the first column, the formula of the first column. So this is 1001, since we are only up to cell 1001, right here. So if you have to change, just modify this one. Now the reason I only used 1001 is because if I will increase this, it will make the program laggy. So that's why as of now, I'm only using 250 situations. I tried to make this as flexible as possible by making this a very large value, but it will affect the speed of the program. So just take note of this. So again, the choices are randomized each time. So once you press F9, it will reorganize the situations and also randomize the choices. So press F9, we have a different situation 1. Press F9, the choices are randomized. So we have our answer key. This still contains the numbers or the actual answers, but perhaps we could modify this in the future so that it will extract the letter corresponding to the answer. So if you want to avail a copy, you can message our Facebook page, and then I will send there the payment details. So I hope that this could help schools, especially those that couldn't afford OMR systems. So this is purely Excel, so this could work on any laptop or PC. This would be all, and thank you for listening.